So,
Okay, here we go. Let's share here.
uh, Reish Ayin Aleph in the book.
Yeah. Uh, Eric Chavvav. Hagonim. Tkufa Revius. Final Tkufa, at least from Rav Sherira Gaon's perspective. Um, Al Ubatzrei. Mar Brav Malka Chodesh Yomim. Yeah, there's a lot of mortality involved in the Gaonate. Um, the it's the same place.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay,
think this might be,
where is it on page? Reish enough?
I'm on Reish Ayin Aleph. It doesn't look quite the same, but this,
No, it doesn't, right?
no, you didn't have your computer last time. We got further than this.
Oh, yeah, where the, oh, this is July 27th. What am I doing? Oh, right. Mhm. Okay. So after you have Elumesh, Gone Pumpadisa. Okay. Uv Elumesh Macheros, Mochel Pumpadisa, Gaonim, Veluhain. Visara Mar Hai Gaon, Marav David, Marav Kumi Gaon, Bar Marav Ahoy Gaon, Machushas Reish Tes, Tamnaya Ushen Shnino Baga, 8.5 years. Okay. Evidently, he has a difficulty with something here. With what it says um, in the Rabbi Rabinowitz, evidently he had the gears of Chof test instead of Reish test. In any event, I don't think that's not important for us. Um, so he says, what's Reish test again? 897, which brings us to 905. Okay, Basrei Rabbi Uda Gaon Zikinenu. We're going to Rav Shira's grandfather, who Avi Abinu, on his father's side. Bar Mar Rav Shmuel Reish Kala. Shnas Reish Yuzan Yuav Shana Mechta 11 years of Shachiv. Badar. We usually don't have the months. Shnas Reish Kav Ches. Vavta Plukta Ben Rabbanan is Nasita David Hanasi. Okay, so the evidently a lot of these nothing was new. Trans Machleksim as usual. So uh the but actually let's take a look at the Rabbi Rabinowitz on page 8 Ayin Reish Beis briefly because I think we discussed this previously. I'm not sure why he discusses only here. He says Rosh Kala Peter Sheb Nasan Bavli Hayushiva Rosh Kala. There were 7 Rosh Kala. I think we had this term last week already, but he only
Mm-hmm.
describes it here. Shiva has moved Flogi and Mesivta, the 7 foremost scholars of the Mesivta. Regam Chulim Mem Tesam. Shisham is come Rashi Kala. They mentioned there. B'chodesh Kala, which is I forget which month of the year was. I think he says look at page Kuftzai Gimel. I'm blanking. Was it there? Which month was the Kala month? Um,
Isn't it Elul?
was it Elul? Sounds right, but on page Kuftzai Gimel, I don't see anything. I think the page number's off in this edition. Um, um, I don't see anything on page Kuftzai Gimel.
Okay.
Um, it's on page Kuftzai Dalid. Um, the Chodesh HaKaitz and Chodesh HaChoref, the 2 Chodshei Kala. You see that? Adar and Elul. So you were right about one of them.
Okay.
Okay. So they evidently at the time of the Chodesh Kala, Rosh Mesivta Oina L'Shes Talmidim. The Rosh Mesivta answer question Talmidim. Because you Elish Yoshu B'Shur Rishayna Rosh Kala. So the Rosh Mesivta was the Goyin. He would answer the Talmidim. People seeing the first one in front of him with the Rosh Kala. Noisim and Noisim Mesugi Mashoimim. I guess they're saying facing the audience, and they would discuss it with the listeners until it was clear to everybody. And that's the Bavli, uh, who evidently writes elsewhere. Eno Dan b'tafkid Rosh Kala, Mustabashu Zarbez, often limud sifta. Okay, I guess that in the which in the months were not Kala months, they helped in learning in the Masifta.
Mhm.
Only some established Munach as a Lashon Yachid, so Rosh Kala. Okay, that also makes sense. I'm not sure why it would not be the individual form of Rosh Kala. It seems very, very reasonable. Anyway, so let's go back to Machlokes here. In Yudav, Avaplukta ben Rabbanim Mesivta David Nasi, Rabbanim Mesivta Chnafu, the Rabbanim Mesivta got together, but Koryu Lamar Rav Mevaser Kahana Gon, Bar Mar Rav Kumoy Gon. Okay, they called Rav Mevaser Kahana the Goin. David Nasi called Rav Kohen Tzedek Kahana Bar Rav Yosef. He called him the Gon. Vava Plukta. Uh, um, there was a machlekes. Between them, Ad Chodesh El Shnas Reish Lam Gimel, which sounds like for 5 years. Favdu Shlama, he made peace. David Anossi, Imra Mavaser Gon, B'Yossi Mavaser Gon, Rabban De Levadam. They sat by themselves. Umuvchanan the Rabban have a bad day, and some rabbis were with them. Umar Av Khan Kohen said Rabban De Levadam. It sounds like Panovich Yeshiva, where they have in the same yeshiva two different yeshivas, the two different factions. I think there might be on different floors in different areas of the building, but so they have. Seems like this they divided up, right? The two different factions in the yeshiva.
Ein
Uh,
Chachad Hashemesh.
yeah, so right. This goes back thousands of years. Uvishnas Reish Lam Zayin B'Kislev Shochim Marav Mavasar Goyin. So there, Mavasar died. Vasar Bani Lezel Basar Rav Kohen Tzedek. This I don't know what happened nowadays. I don't think nowadays they make peace after one of the Rosh Yeshiva died. They just appoint new Rosh Yeshiva. So but the Ravasa Goyin died. Asar Bani Lezel Rav Kohen Tzedek V'Shochim Shnas Reish Mem Zayin. So he actually was there for a pretty long time. Okay, so now we're up to Shnas Reish Mem Zayin. And what does he say here? Rishon Zion is 935. Okay, he doesn't mean anything about the machlokes is about. The In the Rabinowitz, he brings down poor somebody wants to say it wasn't a real machlokes. Okay, well, who cares? Whatever it was, it was. Bar Marav Kanfnoi. Interesting names they had back then. No wonder I know he calls the kids Kafnoi anymore. Kafnoi means famine. Um,
What?
uh, Kafna means famine. Imagine
Oh,
calling your kid famine. Uh, so, Tartif Shirapaga Vishay Vishnas Reish Mem Tes. Vishnas Reish Mem Tes. I don't think anybody point notes that that's a Kafna means here. Vishnas Reish Mem Tes. Malach Rav Hananya Gaon Avinu. Rav Sherira's father. Braden Bar Rav Yudah Gaon. Chemish Shirapaga. Vishay Vishnas Reish Nun Dalit. Okay, so we're up to 942. Ubasi istamach mar Rav Aaron bar Rav Yosef HaKohen. La min b'nei Rabbanan hava, min Tagri hava. Uh-oh. He took somebody who was a businessman, a merchant. Umar Rav Mevaser gon samchei bedore Rabba the Mesivta. And yet Rav Mevaser, it sounds familiar, but I'm sure he was not a big fan of Rav Mevaser. Was Somechim in his generation as the Rabba the Mesivta, which we don't know exactly what that means. Um, uh, the uh, you know there is a couple of things here which we should see on page Ayin Dal Reish. First of all, he says that interesting thing here that uh, it says, where is it? I'm not really sure he's translating here, but Mar Umar Mevaser Goyen Shalom. I don't see that in Aramaic. I guess it's going because going back in the line before. Vavdu Shlama. And the line before, page 4, it said Abdu Shlama, right? So it says, Yes, Tain Shir Shir Gon Vachar Mila Zuv, and Yisash Lolomar, Shkibel David Rosh Golas of Remavas Kagon. He says, he doesn't say that, he says they made peace, but not that Reb David was that David was a Kabul Rembasser. Lamaset Sarchiyun. It's not clear when the issue of Mikra Yachida Yadu, but Kufas Gonim, Shenitzcha Mesifta Rosh Hagolah. Here, actually, the Mesifta overcame Rosh Hagolah. B'chol Mikrim Acherim Natzach Rosh Hagolah. All the other cases, the Rosh Golah was victorious. So, Marshal also David Rosh Golah Natzach Afil Yariv Takif Kimo Reb Hai Gaon. I don't know if it's the same David. That was a while ago. Yes, it was also David, but it was the same one because the one who fought with Reb Hai Gaon. We're talking about here. I guess maybe it is. It doesn't make sense. Here, the dates are. No, it does. Actually, it does. You know what? Because it's in 920. It's because we went back to Gaonate Pumpadisa. So reciting this David, he fought with Sherira Gaon, who was the god of Surah.
Okay.
That was in Surah, and he fought with this Remavasser
In Pompadisa.
in Pumpadisa. Yeah. So and here he put up this Reb Coin Tzedek instead. So David was a tough guy. You know, and so in Surah he won. He kicked out Rasadia. In Pumbedisa, he had to make a pshara. He had to give in to and let Rebbe Vassar stay at the same time as Rav Cohen Tzedek. That's what it means. Also, David Rosh Golan Nitzach Fi Rita Kikum Rav Sarigon. Kam Mitzachin Yoshu Nutzach. Aide Rebbe Vassar. Okay, that's a fascinating thing. And then Louis Ginsburg has a whole discussion of this in Gaonica. Okay, so and he says here, Hamuvcharim, they went with Rav Cohen Tzedek, right? No, Muvcharim was. I'm sorry, Rav Vassar was actually the one he likes better. Muvcharim went to Rav Vassar. Can he read? Shir Gon Kedem V'Skayim Labo Sov. She was by Yeshiva. Dan Chanani Aviv. B'Shar Tzetzoy Mishpachas Aviv. Shvasi Moshe Aviv. Dan Tzetzoy Shor Paltui Ben Abai Yitzot Tzemach. But no, they went with Rav Vassar. And the people of other people went with Rav Cohen Tzedek. So the wonder is how they made peace if they were two separate yeshivas. I'm not sure that that's such a big question, but okay. But so I guess now okay we have the again I'm going back a bit. So Rav Tzemach and then here Mamish gives us the months. I didn't notice that before. And he talks here about the difficulty of knowing what's going on exactly. I'm going to skip that. And he says that on page Ayin Resh Hey, Min B'nei Rabbananhu. So he was not Min B'nei Rabbanan, I mean Min Tagore. So it says here, in the bottom, fourth line from the bottom, Haravid, B'Sefer Kabbalah, Kresis Shemar of Aaron, Yisikas going to say de Oshro. He became going through his riches. V'shugon Mishtamish will be two loyim Min B'nei Rabbanan, K'dei Ramesh Agon, Hazel lo Ro'im Mitzad Chochmaso. And Mitzad Sheni Ro'im Shemar of Vassar Go Minoso. So yeah, so it seems that Reb Sherira was on the side of Reb Vassar, not like I thought before, because the Muvcharim Rabbanon, which Rabbi Rabinowitz identifies as being the Rav Sherira's father's faction.
Mhm.
He's the guy with Mavad, Rav Mavaser. So, you know, what's his problem? What's his problem? So, Rima Shemar Ravasa going to be no. So, the Shabbos is sure we should have been Masifta. This in the first row in the Masifta. Rav Sherira going Marich Oso Yoser Mimar Reb Nechemia. He gives him more credit than Rav Nechemia, who I don't know if we've had yet. The Gam Rav. Uh,
Hi, Gaon.
I'm trying to turn the page here in a second. Rav Hai Gaon here Tamido. Yichshiv him even though he was Menei Tagabrim. ויצא הרי בדרך כלל כמעט כל גאון מבני המשתמשים בישיבה דורי דור. Every Gaon was I know he's quoting here, but it was a sign of a Gaonic family. ובורא כי גם אלה אשר לא נמצא כן מפורש, even those who don't find explicitly that they are from the lineage of the families of the Masifta. גם הם היו מבני של בני מספתא, אבל הם למדו שם, their fathers died there. לא היו מגדולי הדור, היו משאר בני רב. They weren't from the גדולים, they were other תלמידי חכמים. כי אלה ידעו משמרתה של תורה. אז אלה ידעו משמרתה, וכל תורה סנהוגה ישרה אחר. They knew how to preserve and how to conduct in all proper ways, אשר שם גדלו והצליחו. Because they grew there and they were successful. יעלדו שם ניסו שם, הבריך אבסם וסחוס אבסם מסיים. Who's this a quote from? הרב הלוי. לפי זה יש לנו השכמה של שרי גאון, הוא רק לומר שהבסוף לא יהיה דבר מסיתו דגורי. So he wants to say that, okay, he was from the merchants, but wasn't a bad guy, right? It just happened to be not from the same lineage and pedigree as the normal Gaonim. ורק על ידי שזה שמבשר הם סמכי לאלוף. ואז הם מסנאים סיתו, יש לו זכוסיות בין המהומות למסרס הגאון. So he kind of lucked out. Okay, not lucked out. I guess he would obviously had talents, according to what Rabbi Benutz is saying. So, okay, so let's go back here to the screen text. So he says, Umar Rabbi going Sanche B'Darei Rabbi de Mesipta. He made the Rabbi Mesipta. V'lav duhu havas roy the gonis b'sar gon avuna. Not that he was suitable to be the Gaon after the Gaon. My father, says Rav Shira Gaon, who was the Gaon. El tuchta avas the Mar b'Rav Amram Av Achi Imenu. There was a place for Rav Amram, who was the father of my uncle.
Brother.
What?
The weird phrasing, the father of my mother's brother.
Yeah, that sounds like his maternal grandfather.
Yeah.
Unless I'm making a mistake. The Breda Rab Menashe, Rosh Kala. So there's a place of a Kofitz Olei Marav Aaron. Well, it sounds like he usurped power here. He was very strong. The Dochimine Marav Amram Av Beis Din. Rav Amram was afraid of him, but Azal Kameh, and he went before him. There's a whole bunch of discussion here in what exactly this means as Rosh Kala in Rabbi Benowitz. We're gonna skip it. Basar Kama Poligale Rabbi Nechemia Bar Mav Kohen Tzedek Basar the Yosef Kamei, and after a while, Rabbi Nechemia was the son of Rav Kohen Tzedek, one who was had the machlekes with Rav Mevaser, was he got upset.
They're arguing about who should run the show.
Right. And Mar Aaron have Adif Minei. Even Nehemiah tried to take over, and Rav Aaron was superior. So you see that he was not, nobody. V'lo parsha Rabbanan. And Rabbanan did not. They suppressed the coup. They didn't follow the usurper. V'asar Yishchim Marav Aaron b'sof shnas Reish Ayin Av Hadru Miktsas Rabbanan Lakami the Marav Nechemia. After Aaron died, some people did go after Rav Nechemia. But we, Rabbanan Fishli Dilana, and many rabbis with us, Lo Ashvini May. We didn't know. We didn't make peace with Rav Nechemia. Lo Zina Kamei. We're not not go in front of him. Vavina Abu Ina Av Beis Din. And we were at that time. Who's we? Vavina Adina Av Beis Din. By the way, here it says in the bottom here, Avachi Menu, Aim Imosh Rav Sherira Gaon Nitzes Chila Bala Rishon, the other is Imosh Rav Sherira. The Achakach Meis Bala, Vochan Nitzes Rav Amram, the other Merbanim, Haim Achi Imosh Rav Sherira Gaon Mina Aim Velo Mina Av. So Rav Amram Av Achi Imosh Rav Sherira. So it was a so because the second marriage, that's why it wasn't actually his grandfather. It was half it's his mother's half brother, so father. Okay, so he says here, but also can make sure of Aram Lami Torah coming when go in him. I Rav Amram Hoch V'Leishel Fanav Te'arot Sachnos Klapav Shem Bakesh Olis Gaonus, and then Rabbi Nechemia tried to take over after Aaron died, and we did not go in front of us. We learned by ourselves in the base medrash. He says, I was Dorish them. And he says, Velo. So I guess Vavina is talking about himself.
Yeah.
I was at that time Av Beis Din. Okay. Velo Kavil Nagoin is Adashachim Marav Nechemia. Right? We could not become the Goyen on the till Rav Nechemia died. So says on page Reish Ayin Ches. ולאחתי לפניו, והם לא ידעו לשתי תשובות זכות פרשת בהם רב שיר גאון, שאז הבייס חולק רב אהרון גאון. Okay. But that's beforehand. So I guess he didn't like, also he was with Reb Aaron, he also had an issue.
Okay.
Okay. And also on page Reish Ayin Ches, he says, Av Beis Din.
Mhm.
Rav Sherira Av Beis Din Shabdach Shlav Achron Livnei Shenimna Nismanu Lagon. So it's the last step before the game of Gaon, because like I guess it was a stepping stone to the Gaonus. Chizem Marachem Lo Yeroi Kamo So the Gaonus. Chos Rav Sherira Gaon Lo Litos Saman Higos Achemesam Nechemia. Liza Mitzad Os Kavod Nechemia Os Shorotzor Rav Sherira Gaon Limona Bin Machlokes. Okay, fine. Either one. V'shnatz Reish Ayin Tes Istamitha Begonus. I became the Gaon. Reish Ayin Tes is 967. From the Samchina Rav Hai B'neinu B'avos Beis Din Min Shir Beis Shanim, and I made Rav Hai the Av Beis Din for 2 years. Oh, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay. There's 2 years before 987. It's interesting. It says here in the but Yeshua been 62. Okay, so he's pretty old, but he became Gaon, right? He was born 906, almost as old as we are. So he became Gaon in 906. He became Gaon in 985. Okay, and 2 years, 980. What is it? Whatever it is.
6 means
What? 986.
it's
What?
46
Nine- Sorry? 980, 988.
benign. If he's Be'erach 46, he's appointed at 46.
Where are you looking?
This way
No, Rav
became Av.
Hai. Where are you
Oh,
looking?
never mind, never mind. I'm
Um,
sorry.
there's 62 here. So, and then 2 years before that, the Iggeres were 987, so 985, Rav Hai was appointed, Beis Din. Okay. And he was, oh, yeah, and he was 46. I see what you're looking now. So he
Okay.
would know I love Vishnas 939. So Shiraya Ben 33 came out based in 985, was Ben 46. And 19 years later, when he's 67, is when he becomes the Gaon.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, uh, okay. So, hey, Rabbi, Kami Kuchabichu. Maybe the first person will be Shave Yasona Chashui Imachayim. Because Baruch Hu should include us with those who are alive. That may mean that we should have a long life. Now, Kasalachim, and those who were written to life. Yiskei Yasana li Diburi Yisrael and will merit us to lead the Jews in appropriately. V'yeba v'yesei l'mashicha, and we should be able to. I'm not sure what Yeva means. Um, what's Yeva? Be my hair. Okay. It says here, okay, so the um, uh, he should quickly bring about the Gula, the Evelesa Mashiach Bar David Bechayona. It's interesting. He says here in the on the screen, Havagav Shimani Yisrael V'Yavo Mashiach Ben David Hayom Hareini Mistalek Mi Tafkidi. Avrein Zoi Bakashasi Yotzini Shiyavo Mashiach Ben David Bechayona Mistalek Mi Tafkidi. Okay, it doesn't say that in the text. Um, V'yesim Mashiach Bar David Hashta Bar Gola B'Chayona B'Yamechon Amen. Uh, the I don't know. It'd be nice to know when Rav Shira passed away, but I don't see here when it was Nifta. Okay, there is a in the screen text. We have not in the not in the book. We have a Iggeres Shnia. So
Okay.
uh, I guess we can learn that next. In order to be mashlim. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Shkoff.
Very good. Mazel tov on the first Iggeres.
Shkoff.
Okay. Have a good week. What's left
You
of
too.
it?
Bye-bye.